Now, 2016 could be a defining year for Iraq as its security forces fight to push Daesh out of its last remaining strongholds. From Fallujah to Mosul, the terror group is in retreat. But Daesh isn't the only issue that Iraq is struggling with right now. Nicole Johnston reports from Erbil.
Iraq's security forces have taken on their greatest security challenge in recent years, Daesh. They pushed the terror group out of Tikrit, Ramadi, and defeated them in Fallujah. This was a great morale boost for the army. Fallujah is only 80 kilometres from the capital, Baghdad. But it was a different story 2.5 years ago. Then the army was humiliated when Daesh stormed in. Iraqi troops fled, leaving millions of dollars worth of American military vehicles and weapons behind. Now Daesh is on the back foot, making its last stand in Mosul. This is deadly urban warfare, suicide car bombs and snipers. More than 1 million people are trapped inside the city, while fighting rages around them. The battle could last months. Soldiers and civilians are being killed and injured. Daesh is taking families as human shields. If the army recaptures Mosul, it will destroy the terror group's Iraqi base. But it won't end Iraq's problems. This year, Baghdad has been rocked by political turmoil. For weeks, thousands of people demonstrated against government corruption and deadlock. Many were Shias, who support the influential Shia cleric Muqtada al-Sadr. In May, they broke into the heavily fortified Green Zone. Since then, protests have stopped. Iraqis are waiting to see what happens in Mosul. Baghdad has also suffered from ongoing attacks. At the end of a long summer of electricity cuts in the capital, Daesh struck with a suicide truck bomb and roadside explosives. More than 300 people were killed at the Karada shopping mall. Through it all, Prime Minister Haider al-Abadi has held on and become more powerful. Mosul is regarded as a test of his leadership. Across Iraq, Daesh has destroyed vast swathes of countryside, torn communities apart and left mass graves behind.
Iraqis hope next year will bring the defeat of Daesh, but no one's sure what will happen after that. Who will fill the security vacuum, and will Iraq's different religious and ethnic groups be able to live together? There's blame and recriminations, and around 3 million people are internally displaced.
And this is the catastrophe. Families living in camps as winter sets in. Children who haven't been to school for 2 or 3 years. And all the while, Iraq's greatest natural asset, its oil reserves, are on fire, burning in the desert south of Mosul, set on fire by Daesh fighters as they withdrew. Iraq has been through hell this year. But its disparate forces of Peshmerga fighters, militias and the army are slowly taking back the country. And this time, at least, they're fighting together against the same enemy. Nicole Johnston, TRT World, Erbil, Northern Iraq.